Jay-Z just made it feel like war season again, and this time, Drake, Kanye West, Dame Dash, and a list of names are sitting in the middle.
Dismiss.
A lot out of it. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person, especially a person like me. Like, even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You know, you hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. You know, morals, integrity, code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me, like it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that because, you know, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, you know, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense.
When Jay did his first interview of the year and said he was done playing defense and ready to move on offense, he was not just talking slick. I thought he meant the legal side, the DMCA claims, copyright strikes, and the smoke people say he has been sending toward independent media voices. That sounded like the offense to me. But nah, Hav pulled the mic back out, and the room got quiet. I have to keep it a stack, bro. Some people may call me fake for this, but I love when Jay-Z raps. I forgot how different it hits when he locks in, talks boss talk, and gives us a taste of what might be coming on this project everybody keeps watching for. Before anybody starts, yes, I know what I said before. I said nobody was checking for that album. I know. But hearing Jay rap again reminded me why people still treat his pen like a problem. He sent warning shots at everybody who had his name in their mouth, and we are breaking it down step by step, line by line, word by word. We are not missing one reference. Jay-Z knows how to make a moment look bigger than the music, bro. Pulling up with that black power fro while people called him a sellout is wild timing. It feels like he knew the conversation around his name was getting heavy, so he came with a look that screams pride, power, and message.
No! You had to catch count and thunk it. When you bumped his, I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly.
But people are not forgetting why those accusations started. For the last few years, fans have brought up the Colin Kaepernick situation, his NFL partnership, and claims that negative stories were pushed to protect the league's image. Believe it or not, the street talk is loud. A lot of people feel like Jay turned his back on the culture more than once. But let us get to the bars. The first line in the freestyle was light work to me. I am not even sure it fully landed. Dying on that hill, too much flack that comes from those planes. Sounds slick, but it feels like one of those lines where you need a map and 3 rewinds to catch it. Then the killing me softly and hill connection gives you that Lauryn Hill energy, so maybe that was the salute. But enough of that. This is where Jay-Z starts sending shots at names we know, and if you blinked, you missed the whole play.
What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm mauling you. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a fee to even say my name.
That line felt like a straight response to Jilly, no question. When Jay-Z says, man, cancel the brunch, I don't need it. I remember these hunger pains. It sounds like he is looking right at that Rock Nation brunch talk. Then he flips into the slick wordplay about the price going up, needing a B to say his name, and the Beyonce Say My Name connection. Cool bar, clean flex, but the real sauce is who it points back to. This looks aimed at Gilly, because Gilly went on Shannon Sharp and basically said, yo, this Rock Nation brunch, I'm not going to that brunch. He claimed Jay-Z was getting all these celebrities in one room so everybody could look like they were bowing to him. In Jilly's view, Jay could then walk into billionaire rooms and say, You see, I'm the authority of the culture. Look at all the people you think are powerful. They bow down to me. I'm the authority. That is a heavy accusation, Gilly was saying. Jay uses the brunch, the names, the faces, and the cultural image to help broker deals that mostly benefit Jay. People have said the same kind of thing about Tidal too. So when Jay said cancel the brunch, that was not random. That was a message. And this is the Gilly clip he was answering.
You want me to keep it real with you, or you want me to lie to you?
Keep it a buck.
I said the Rock Nation brunch ain't of nothing but Jay-Z putting a bunch of on the lawn and then going in the back door and saying, I told you I still run this. Give me the money.
Wow.
You think I'm letting a use my brand? Huh? See, Rich said like this.
Yeah, I see how you turn to that.
I got this Russell in them. I ain't there yet. But I be seeing the rich shit like this. You know, they get a little money, they cross their legs. That's all this is, man. Let's keep it real. I operate with 26 major brands. You think I don't know what branding is? Come on, we don't work from New Amsterdam Vodka, Manscaped, Harrier Razors, Roman Swipes, you name them. They come to $1 million worth of game because we move the needle. I don't let nobody allow to use my brand with their brand. What do you get from going to these parties except for a picture? I don't even smile with you if you ain't worth 500 million or more. Let's be for real. The only smiling they do is when the billionaires in the picture. Look at all these broke on the lawn.
You ever heard of a wonder kid? My children are some of them. Have you no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as an unharmed player.
These rappers love the mafia image and that tough guy aura, bro. These are multi-millionaires, some billionaires, but they still move like they need the room to believe they are untouchable. That Lance Rivera reference was Jay tapping into his old street file when he says, you all want to get under skin, you all want to get under my skin, and then points people back to Lance. He is leaning on that club incident and the arrest that followed. Basically, Jay is saying, do not test how far he will take it. And that was not the only moment where Hobbs started talking tough.
You know, there's a time when that hell happened with Un. I was in the club, Preem was in the club. He come in, he tuck his chain. I run over to him, what's up? We got a problem in here, let's get, I'm like, we in here crazy, like what's good? He's like, nah, it ain't that. So I didn't know what it was, so I leave him alone. I back up, but I'm watching and all of a sudden the fights break out and I see his Rockefeller up on brother. In my mind, I'm sitting there like, how come Un linked up on the walls not doing nothing? And Jay ended up right in front of the nigga. When I first seen it, I thought he punched him. Hit him in the chest though, the nigga fall. I'm like, Jay packing the punch, boy. I swear on my kids, this is what I'm seeing. And in my head, and I run over there, and I see the nigga got that thing in his hand. I grab that shit and I get him and throw him in my car with my driver, get rid of that shit, and I go back in and party.
The next bar sounded pointed at Kanye West. To me, Jay taking shots now while Kanye is trying to clean up his image and reset the public conversation feels convenient. When Kanye was outside making major headlines and calling people out every week, Jay kept it quiet. But now Jay says, everyone thinks they are the one insane. You are no maniac.
Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence. I need a new therapist. This not working. I'm truly on the brink.
When you are in my presence, you shrink. That feels like Kanye all day. He even slides in the therapy and drug reference, which makes it sharp. Kanye has said that he sees Jay as an OG, so the shrink line hits two ways. Plus, it may point back to that infamous Kanye moment where he said, please don't hurt me, bro. I know you got goons. Bro, please don't hurt me, Jay. When Kanye West said that back then, everybody looked at him like he was losing it.
Jay-Z, I know you don't kill us. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man.
But looking back now, Kanye may have been telling more truth than people wanted to admit. So if Jay-Z is now leaning into that energy, it makes the situation look even crazier. Then people started bringing up the business ties and stories around that woman connected to cartel testimony, wires, and federal protection. I am not saying I know every detail, but the way people talk about it sounds serious. You do not walk through that type of situation, cooperate against dangerous people, and still move around freely unless there is major power, protection, or serious backing around you. That is why people keep saying Jay-Z moves different from regular industry players. And then you got the blogger situation in Australia. A billionaire allegedly having private investigators watching a blogger's house and taking pictures because he posted things about Rock Nation.
Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That still stuttering.
That sounds wild. So when people say Jay is dangerous, I get why they say it. And I think this bar is aimed at Oscoino, who has a noticeable stutter, but still keeps doing interviews and speaking on Jay-Z.
All right, well, I wanted to, get your thoughts on this Jay-Z interview that's been going crazy, man. I know you had some thoughts about him working with GQ and not Bleak, but, there was also, a few interesting things from this interview, man. What all did you take from it?
I take from it, it's like he up to something. It's like he's trying to clean up some type of image. He don't do interviews. He been outside a lot and doing a lot. Everything he do is strategic. Mind you, you get this little kid, it's like a little kid that's 20-something interviewing somebody 60. It just looked like, it looked like it's a setup. He told him what to ask him. Make sure you ask him no hard questions, no stuff that people really want to know. And it's like, it wasn't really an interview. Because of course with Jay-Z, he can go to any place, GQ, y'all want to do an interview with me, I'm going to give you all the questions. And I want to edit it before it come out. So it's not authentic. They ain't like a real, like something like a what's Oprah Winfrey's girlfriend name? Gail or an interviewing is to be different. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like it's all a thing for image. You know what I'm saying? Then he come out do the Yankee Stadium things, like, they ain't doing a loose picnic out here. I think it's all for image. Because Jay-Z don't care about nobody. Nobody. Like, I'm talking about for sure. And yeah, people say you hating all that, bro. I don't got no hate for the boy at all. I'm just saying, I just see what he do. I know how he move. Bro, you don't be a billionaire by caring about people.
And Chatty Patty down on his luck again.
Oscoino is also the one who claimed Jay may have a daughter, and he recently compared Jay-Z to the devil. Down on his luck again felt like a direct jab at Dame Dash. Jay was clearly reaching back to that Breakfast Club situation.
Problem, bro. What are you talking about?
This is the problem.
Y'all want to see me struggle so bad.
No,
when did y'all see? Wait a second. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask one question. Let me ask one question.
The problem, Dame, I have with you is you're a businessman and an entrepreneur.
I don't care what your problem
When people have a question to you, you don't want to ask the question. And exactly what you do to people.
I did answer.
You are a chatty patty. Right?
No, I'm not. Okay, let's do this. Can I talk? Let me answer that. Can I answer that?
There is no charge. No, you can't come speaking. Like we just said, we're gonna set boundaries. I respect that you respect me.
West introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still him.
In his earlier interview, Dame called DJ Envy and Charlamagne Tha God Chatty Patty. Then when Dame returned for a newer interview, DJ Envy flipped it right back and called Dame the same thing. That whole line had Dame Dash written all over it. But the part that shocked me was Jay saying Jaguar Wright's name.
Oh, who's next? Y'all don't see the lineup? Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next. Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing it. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce.
That might have been the biggest mistake in the whole freestyle. First, saying her name is only going to raise her stock. Her interview run is about to get louder, messier, and way more viral because now people can say Jay acknowledged her. That is free promo on a silver platter. Second, Jaguar Wright has made serious public accusations about Jay, including claims tied to Aaliyah's death. I am not saying those claims are facts, but people are going to ask why Jay has not taken legal action if he believes they are false. Then he laughs, admits he knows who she is, and says they have met before.
You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kid. Enough of them.
That gives the internet a whole new angle to run with. Now her stories may sound more believable to some people. Just because Jay admitted there is some history there, that sounded like a shot at Nicki Minaj. And honestly, this might be the line that went the most viral. It was bold, messy, and very direct. Jay did not even have to say her name for people to know where he was aiming. I just wish he finished the bar because the setup was already nasty and people caught it instantly. When he says, "that lady back on her stuff again," then flips into the Ken K-E-N wordplay, he is clearly pointing at Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty. The line about him not being able to pick up the child seemed to reference the public legal restrictions and Megan's Law conversation around him. That is a heavy angle, so I would keep it careful, but the message was loud. Jay-Z really sat back while people threw shots at him for months, and now he is stepping back into the booth, swinging. The bigger question is, who responds first?
A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Those shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You try to break the government. I framed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Up the hole. I never looked up to them. Yeah, Drake. Crackers got your publishing dates to go talk tough to them. Oh! Workers and perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Oh! Baby, go man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much in my name. Don't forget who I am.
Does Nicki jump in the booth and send fire right back at Jay? I do not know, but Nicki is not the type to stay quiet when her name, her husband, or her family gets pulled into the smoke. She might go nuclear and start airing things out online real quick. Drake, listen, this might be your moment. This might be the opening you needed. Just like Kendrick pulled you into a rap battle where the odds were stacked against you, this feels different. Drake, take the bait. I am serious. If you do not jump in that booth and drop 3 diss records, you are letting a golden chance slide. Jay-Z gave you a lane, and if you do not use his name the same way people used yours, that is bad business. Jay-Z spent more time throwing shots at Drake than almost anybody else. When he said, "the jig is up," that sounded like a response to Drake taking a jab at him on Iceman. Then Jay leaned into the contract talk like he was trying to poke at Drake's deal. Now, I do not think Drake is in some terrible contract, but people have talked for years about him being tied to a 360 style setup. Funny enough, when people heard Drake was in that type of deal, suddenly everybody started saying, man, 360 deals are not always bad. Because when Drake was winning, UMG was winning too, from the music, touring, and whole machine. They were eating from every part of Drake's money because they handed him a massive bag, and they wanted that investment back fast. But to me, Jay-Z dissing Drake is the perfect alley-oop.
Drake versus Jay-Z and Rock Nation is in full go. A lot of people were speculating that Drake threw up the rock sign and then said a you to it, threw up the middle finger. Now, before, he throws the rock up, he says, y'all really island hopping back then, now your names got redacted. I initially just thought that bar was just towards Pusha T, but now when I really think about it, that's towards Pusha T and Hov. The first diss to Jay-Z and whisper my name. I take 500K not to dinner. I can never learn from none of y'all. When he goes into the next song, Janice, shut the up. In the first few bars in the beginning, he goes right into dissing Jay-Z again. We know how you OGs are rocking already. The jig is up. Another jab at Hov. Why this is funny, because Maul is basically Rockefeller. He's basically Rock Nation, because if you don't know, his brother is Biggs, one of the co-founders of Rockefeller, who is still very cool with super cool. At the same time, he's still affiliated with the Rock Camp.
Patty loves her Shawnees, S-H-A-W-N. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
If Drake steps into a rap battle with Jay-Z, that is a win-win play. He cannot really lose this. Jay has way more to protect, way more legacy on the line, and Drake has the perfect chance to flip the whole conversation back in his favor. No cap. That Jay-Z bar sounded like a response to all those Iceman shots, and now the ball is in Drake's court. What do you all think? Did the freestyle hit, or was Jay doing too much? Does Drake need to respond, or should he let Hov talk? And would a Drake versus Jay-Z battle shake the culture up right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe to Dripzine, and click the hype button if you really want to support. Dripzine out. Salute.